Hi, I'm Rachel Sheffer and I'm one of the Development Officers for Children and Youth Work in the Diocese of Newcastle. And during these strange and quite difficult times when our church buildings are closed, I am holding some Zoom meetings with various people around the diocese to hear what's happening and what good news, because the church buildings might be shut, but children and youth work is very much happening, and the church, as we all know, is in some ways more alive than ever. So I am joined now for just a few minutes by Sue, Caroline and Caroline, all from Snod's Edge, and they've just done their Sunday school this morning, and that probably sounds a bit strange because as we know, we're still in lockdown and the buildings are closed, but Sunday school has just happened. So I'm going to ask Caroline first. Caroline, tell us what's happening up at Snod's Edge at the moment.
Well, we were really sure right from the beginning of this that we wanted to continue Sunday school. So we very quickly, I think it was actually the first Sunday when churches were closed, set up a Zoom meeting. And we do that every week. It's Sunday now. So as the Sunday school kind of teachers, we made sure that we were always there, but we've also been able to get other people involved. So we have a recurring meeting every Sunday at 10:30, and it's working really well. Obviously, people have got nowhere else to go. There's no excuses, so they've got to be there, which is really good. And so yeah, it's been great. We've just been able to get on with it, and we've become more familiar with the techniques that we've used. So yeah, it's been great.
So it's still, everything's just happening. It's just all been swapped to Zoom, and that's it's really good to hear. And Sue, can I ask you, what do you think is actually working really well during this time and season?
So we've kept a fairly similar pattern to our Sunday school sessions, and we'll look at a story from the Bible and we'll read our prayer about that, and we'll do a craft that's related to it and a game or some quiz or some activity at the end of it. And the benefit was that we'd started off where one person would take the whole of that session, which would have been the similar pattern we would have done when we met face to face. But one of our family members who came into this Zoom Sunday school suggested that we each take a part of it. And that's worked so well because we're all engaged in it more constantly through the week. So even if your little part is just to read the little story, for example, it's in your head as you go along about what your analysis of it might be and how you encourage conversation about that story afterwards. One of the other brilliant things is that we've got some families who don't live very close to, well, not many people live close to Snod's Edge, but it's been able to engage people who might not, for whether it's geography, whether it's activities that children would be doing on Sundays instead, or people who've got a lot going on in their lives. We've got one of our families, they've got a toddler and they're about to have a new baby, exhausting times. So they've been able to bob in and out of the sessions if they want to, just come in, say hello, see everybody, have a few words with everyone and be connected with us, and then go at their own pace. And then little boys who are generally not great on attention, like my own son, who can dip in and out, run in and out of the room, and it doesn't interrupt anything of the flow of it. So it's been really flexible, really easy to engage with, and everyone seems to enjoy keeping Sunday morning special.
Thanks, Sue. And Caroline, do you think that you will continue to use Zoom in the future? And also, do you think that other churches can replicate what you've been doing?
I think it would be really easy to replicate it, and yeah, I think we will keep some elements of it. I mean, I think it would be lovely when we can all meet together again. That'll be really nice. But there are definite benefits to it, and I think the main thing I'd like to say is that not to be scared of the technology, not to be afraid of it. It's really simple, really straightforward. None of us are very technical at all, and we've managed to set it up and get it running and get it working. It's very easy. It quickly becomes very familiar, and the kids can do it even if the adults can't. So they managed to set it up with no bother. So yeah, when my husband broke it, the kids fixed it. So yeah, it's perfect.
Thanks. And you know, that's so true that we've been using Zoom for our church services, and the first few weeks we were all kind of getting used to it, and it wasn't that simple, but we all got there. And actually it is simple, we just hadn't done it before. And I think especially with children's work on Zoom and most forms of technology. If we're having a little struggle, then we just need to ask the young ones. Thanks for joining me and telling me the good news stories, and we'll be gathering more and more of these from around the diocese, because so much is happening at the moment, and it's good that people know that work is still happening and church life is still happening. And if you're feeling at a little bit of a loss at the moment, it's okay. These are strange times, and whatever you're doing is good enough, and we are all trying, and I know that God will bless whatever our endeavours are. So thank you to Sue, Caroline and Caroline.
Thank you.
Thank you.